Welcome back, everybody. So if you watched my most recent interview for Spider-Man 2 with head programming director Doug Sheehan, then you saw all those questions that I asked him about Spider-Man 2. Now, in order to do this interview, I actually had to submit questions to PlayStation to get vetted before I could ask. And I gave them a lot of questions, so much so that there was a few that they wouldn't answer. And I was like, are there things we should know? So I have a list of all the questions they wouldn't answer, and obviously this is not some sort of spoiler video, but these are questions that I think all of us are thinking about, and I'm gonna tell you the ones that they couldn't confirm yes or no on right now. But hey, before we get into that, I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone who's been enjoying the Spider-Man 2 content and all of you on Patreon who have been checking out those early videos. It's really nice to be able to make stuff for people who want to see it, and you all want to see stuff. And I'm like, oh, okay, this is fun. We have a few Patreon updates actually coming soon, and we will try to test the waters with some different formats on the platform along with YouTube members. And also, we got some good news for people who haven't maybe joined Patreon and YouTube memberships yet. A nice little surprise that I think all of you will enjoy. But enough of that. Let's get into the video. Okay, so obviously we're less than a month away from Spider-Man 2 and everything will be revealed as soon as that happens. But here are some of the questions that I asked them that they said they were not allowed to answer. Let's start with number one, which is, what role does Venom play in the game, and does he have unique gameplay mechanics? I mean, come on, that's a good one, right? I'm not gonna lie to you. I use ChatGPT to help me enhance some of these questions. So, but that was a question I asked. I'm like, yo, I want Venom information. So that was a question that they said, yeah, no. We're not answering that one. Okay, so number two, I asked them what online features, if any, are going to be integrated into this game. Now, I did get kind of a response on some of these. And for this one in particular, they said that Marvel's Spider-Man 2 is a single player experience. So, you know, not really a spoiler, but just some information for those who are maybe curious. Number three, I said, can you elaborate on any Easter eggs or references to the wider Marvel universe within the game? Listen, ChatGPT about to get me fired. Listen, I was like, you know, the wider Marvel universe. Wolverine's a thing. We're waiting on that. Are these games gonna be tied? There's no way they don't tie them together. It's made by the same developer, Insomniac. I mean, come on, don't mess this up, PlayStation. No, they won't, obviously, but that kind of question just made me think, what if we get like a multiverse of Insomniac games? Oh my God. That would be amazing. Now, this next one, I'm just getting tricky with the questions. I said, what is the post-launch content roadmap, including DLC or expansions? Yeah, I got nothing back. And I don't know if there is going to be DLC in this game. I thought I heard that they're not doing DLC for this one. Maybe the game is chocked full of things that you won't need DLC for. But let me know what you think about that question. I thought it was a good one, but who knows? DLC? Is it coming? Maybe? My next question is super spoiler territory because I just wanted to ask whatever I could, and I said, unexpected character appearances. Are there any unannounced or surprising appearances by other Marvel characters in the game storyline? Could players maybe encounter heroes or villains beyond what's been officially revealed? Yo, these questions are disrespectful. They're just kind of like, they're like, hey, let us in, let me learn more. I mean, we already did get somewhat of a confirmation that Mysterio, I almost called him Rey Mysterio, Mysterio's in the game. There was another character who I think might have been a disciple of Kraven, who was in a shadowy kind of like figure look that happened during one of the trailers, but who knows? I'm pretty sure we'll get some characters that we're not expecting, and that'll be great. I'm excited to play as whoever, or fight against whoever, or whatever. This next question says, hidden Easter eggs. Can you hint at any well-hidden Easter eggs or references within the game world that players might discover, especially those related to Spider-Man's extensive comic book history or the wider Marvel universe? I am so surprised that PlayStation still wants to work with me after these. But kind of similar to the previous question, are we expanding into the Marvel universe? We obviously are going to expand into the Spider-Verse, which is perfect. I'm completely fine with even if we just get more Spider-Verse stuff. Madam Web, Doppelganger, Black Cat, Iron Spidey, Secret Wars. I'm getting ahead of myself, but We will know on October 20th. My next question is all about secret unlockables. I put, are there any secret suits, gadgets, abilities that players can access through completing hidden challenges or by discovering well-concealed secrets within the game? Now, I think that's a decent question. They didn't answer that because there's probably some secret suits that you can get from doing some side quests, but we do know that they just released a trailer about suits. Basically, you get 65 suits that are right out of the comics, and each suit has a 3 to 4 different color variation. I know because I played the game. You can do a variation of their original suits, and it looks really cool. You just get a chance to be dripped out and web swing and do whatever you want. So I'm curious to know if we're gonna get like a special suit, kind of like how we got the Iron Spider at a certain point in the game. That was very cool. Even references to the movies. Oh, we got the Spider-Verse outfit in Miles Morales. Yeah, so I'm sure we're gonna get some stuff like that, but you know, let's not spoil the entire game, is what PlayStation was telling me when they said no to these questions. Now, this next question doesn't even really make sense, but I wrote, plot twists. Without giving away any major spoilers, can you tease the possibility of significant plot twists or unexpected turns in the storyline that will keep players guessing? What? Hey, can you tell me a secret without telling me a secret? But tell me the secret, you know? Tell me the secret. So, plot twist. I'm sure as we play the game, there's going to be certain moments in the storyline where we're like, oh man, it's almost over. I can't. Whoa, who's that? You know, these are how you write good stories. And I know the people over at Insomniac and PlayStation are going to do their best to give us a thrilling ride that is Spider-Man 2. On PlayStation 5. I'm super excited, and you know how people are gonna have the game completed by the time the first day drops? I mean, I don't know if I'll be able to have that much time to play it, but I would love to at least get far enough ahead without being spoiled. Speaking of which, I hope I'm not spoiling you. Okay, yo, this one makes me laugh because it's crazy that I asked this. It's titled Crossover Events. Are there any plans for special in-game events or crossovers with other popular video game franchises or Marvel properties that players might stumble upon, such as Insomniac/Marvel's upcoming Wolverine game? I'm crazy for asking this. Listen, there's a multiverse of characters in the Marvel Cinematic Universe that we're watching right now come across each other. Earth 828, friggin' Doctor Strange. You got Black Panther from a different version of wherever, of Wakanda. I'm just asking questions that you, the people, want to know. Don't you want to know these answers? Because imagine you have a slot of games. Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man Miles Morales, Wolverine 1, Wolverine 2, Hulk, like, and then there's like an online component where all of them cross into each other, or one of the characters from one game gives you a secret cameo at the end of the other. You feel me, right? This is, I'm not getting too crazy with these, but I'm getting kind of crazy. After that, I wrote one called Dynamic Events, which says, can you elaborate on any dynamic emergent events within the game world that players might encounter while exploring New York City? Perhaps events that aren't part of the main storyline. I feel like that kind of sits in the realm of like side quests and kind of collectible things, but maybe there are certain moments in the game where if you create a catalyst with one mission, it then bleeds into the next mission or something else that maybe affects or eradicates something. I'm curious to know because I think that, you know, that would make the side quests or even the main quest kind of dynamic. Like, what if you made a choice as Miles that affected Peter? That's actually very cool. What if you made a choice as Peter that affected Miles? Let me know what you think, because I think that that's like, I'm sure they've already probably touched on that and it's probably a part of the game, but if it isn't, yo, Insomniac, hire your boy. These are good ideas. My next question is about the environment. I wrote interactive environment. Are there any interactive elements or environmental surprises such as destructible buildings or unique weather patterns that players should be on the lookout for? They didn't answer that question, but you know, when you're in certain boss battles, like you can chase them through a building and it'll kind of like explode and leave a little hole for you to peek through or web swing through. There definitely are, you know, the city itself kind of breaks down. You have cars and trucks and people like Kraven's minions. They are going to have those like gunships that are shooting at you that you could probably knock out of the sky. But I'm curious, like, will there be destructible elements? Like, can you go to Avengers Tower and there's a part of it that moves or does something different? It's something that I'm actually curious about. Okay, here's where I'm about to lose my relationship with PlayStation. I asked about mystery villains. Without revealing their identities, I don't know how you do this, can you hint at the existence of any hidden or surprise villains that players may encounter as they progress through the game? Why not? Why not? We got a confirmation on Mysterio, right? From the trailer. I'm not spoiling that. There's the Lizard, there's Kraven, there's Venom. We've got 4. But what if it goes 4x4? Or 4x4x4? Or 4x4x4x? What if we have like 20 villains, y'all? What if the villains from the last game just pull up like, hey, what up, cuz? Oh, you thought it was over, son? I haven't used any sound effects on this video and now I'm regretting it. I should have had my headphones on to remember. Okay, we're getting down to the wire here. 3 more questions, and this one says alternative endings. Are there alternative endings or outcomes in the game that players can unlock through specific choices or actions? And do these endings contain surprises for the narrative? I basically just asked them, hey, yo, what's the end credit scene? Well, actually, no, I didn't. I asked about alternative endings. So that's something that I mean, obviously, I didn't expect them to answer half of these or any of these, which they didn't. But that is, in my opinion, a decent question. Will there be like 3 different endings, like a perfect ending, a normal ending, a Peter ending, a Miles ending, a Mary Jane, a Harry ending, I don't know, or Norman Osborn? These are genuine questions that I actually have. I'm curious to know how that'll work out. I think like there's probably going to be some catalyst in the game where if you make a decision here, it absolutely will come back and bite you there. You know how games are. That's how you write good story. I know that Insomniac's going to give us something very fun. So, you know, I need your opinion, though, about these questions I'm asking. Am I wilding out? Am I tripping? All right, let's finish it up. Let's finish it up. Second to last question, I asked literally about post-credit scenes. I said, can you provide a glimpse into any post-credit scenes or teasers that hint at what might come in the future Spider-Man titles or expansions? Obviously, that is just like, who would answer that question a month before the game drops? But that is a unique question in my opinion, because is this the end? Are we done after this Spider-Man game? I don't think so, because it's gonna sell a lot. So I'm pretty sure we'll get a Spider-Man 3. We might even get a Miles Morales Part 2. Or maybe we get a Spider-Gwen. Like, you know, like, man, PlayStation, y'all really, like, you did really well by acquiring this IP and working with Marvel, because this is like, it's a game changer. I remember when I first saw the trailers for the original Spider-Man PS4 game, and I was like, okay, and a new, like, you know, video game about superheroes or Spider-Man. Like, I've played all of them. Web Into the Shadows, Spider-Man 1, 2, all Spider-Man Carnage, Venom, back in the day on Super Nintendo. Like, how many more times can you make this even epic? They're doing it, y'all. I've never been so excited to play. Like, the video game, low-key, I'm more hyped for that than I am for, like, the cinematic universe of Marvel. Tom Holland, yeah, come on back, Tom. But, yo, but this version of Peter? I'm not even gonna lie to you, I like the original version that they had before they face swapped him. But yo, they got original Miles still. So I'm in there. I'm enjoying it. Okay? Let's get to this last question. And last but not least, I asked, is Venom playable? I just want to know. I just asked. I said, it's one sentence. I wrote, can I play as Venom? Because if I can't, I guess I understand, but no, don't drop the alley-oop, son. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, dunk that thing. There's no way that we can't play as Venom in the game. I hope there's no way, because I would love to web swing, web crawl, web stomp as whoever Venom is. We're all assuming it's Harry, because if you played the previous games, obviously the symbiote was attached to him. But if Eddie Brock just somehow found his way in the game, I'm not mad at it. Or maybe it's Miles. Maybe Miles turns into Venom. I don't know what to think anymore, everybody, but let me know your thoughts. These were my questions that PlayStation was not at liberty to answer. Obviously, this is not a spoiler alert video. This is all speculation at this point. So speculate with me down there in the comments. And let me just say thank you so much for watching this video, supporting on Patreon, supporting through YouTube memberships. If you enjoy what I do, then you know what to do. Check me out, hit that like, share, bring that engagement up, comment with each other, have conversations down there, and don't forget that I live stream on Twitch, Kick. Would you like to see me live stream on YouTube? Should I make a resurgence? I might come back here. I like it here. I might have to, maybe I'll post all the VODs here and they're available for people. I don't know. All right, well, that's it, man. Spider-Man 2, baby. Speaking of which, I've been super focused on Spider-Man the past few days, and you may have already jumped off the video at this point, but there have, been a bunch of things that happened, like the State of Play the other day, the Nintendo Direct. I've got a bunch of reactions that are coming soon, so be on the lookout for all of those. Also, by this time, we probably haven't finished uploading Bomb Rush Cyberpunk, but I am done with the game, and I'm uploading the last few episodes. I think the next game we're going to be doing is Mortal Kombat 1 Story Mode. So if you're a member, check that out. If you're a patron, check that out. And if you're not either of those, I might have a surprise for you when it comes to Bomb Rush. All right, y'all. With that, I appreciate you. I'll see you on the next one. Be safe. Go home. Get some rest. Spider-Man. Hold on.